I got a refund for this incredibly popular game? Let me answer right away. Yes, I'm back with my preaching, and this time I seriously doubt anyone can argue it isn't justified. So here are my top 3 reasons why the mobile port of Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm is completely flawed. 1. A mere scrap of existing content. Sure, you might argue that this is a port of the very first game, based on the first season of the anime, but why would you even buy this installment? The character roster here is tiny compared to Shippuden, and so are their variations. I'm pretty sure every fan of the series has already seen the finale. It's highly unlikely they'll want to fight as a severely limited Itachi against equally nerfed ninjas when we've all seen him in his prime. Only pure nostalgia could override common sense here. 2. Dead support. Let me remind you, Nuns Mobile was last updated on its release day. That means 0 new events and nothing fresh being added. They simply ported a game that received all its content years ago when it was relevant on other platforms. Consequently, we'll only get story continuations piecemeal as they release the subsequent standalone games. You could argue this is the company's safest bet to test the mobile market waters before dropping the ultimate 4th game, but why should we pay a premium for these trial runs? Once mobile players get sick of it, and they will, because only a madman buys a fighting game just to replay a story they already know inside out instead of getting a full-fledged Naruto game, the company will claim low sales. The result? The port of the 4th game might never see the light of day. Buying every single installment is like buying every single Mortal Kombat. You don't care about the story, you just want the peak evolution of the series. So think about how much longer you're willing to play along with the developers to boost their sales, keeping in mind that each subsequent mobile release will be more expensive than the last. You might ask, how do you satisfy such criticism if you're such a know-it-all? It's very simple and highly beneficial for us, though admittedly beneficial but difficult for the developers. They should have taken a page from Genshin Impact's book for story continuations. Make one single unified Nuns mobile app, offer each story continuation along with its corresponding characters and variations as paid DLC within that single app. This would have saved players from mindlessly wasting money on useless separate apps, and it would have created a unified ecosystem for characters and achievements, simplifying app support. Yes, the game's file size would grow, but it would still be smaller than all 4 separate games combined, and likely wouldn't exceed Genshin's size anyway. They could even implement optional modular downloads, but realizing this plan means the devs would actually have to work hard to create a comprehensive mobile version of the series, which is probably why they won't go for it. 3. The complete lack of multiplayer. This is the most disgusting detail of the port. The game only features player versus bot battles. It feels like an outright betrayal when you realize this is a genuinely good fighting game being released in an era where multiplayer is the bare minimum standard. And they wouldn't even need to maintain expensive servers for this. Games back in the 90s managed to feature simple local network play over a shared Wi-Fi connection, but doing that requires actual initiative. It's much easier to just drag and drop a severely outdated installment of the series without changing a single thing. With this rant, which some might find pointless, I truly hope to save fans a significant amount of potentially wasted money. I can only hope that at least half of those Google Play download statistics ended up in refunds, and that is exactly why.